Hello, welcome to our Midweek Thought. We started these midweek videos at the start of the lockdown in the UK, and we've learnt what that word means, at least in the current context. And many of you will know that yesterday, as I'm recording this on Tuesday, the government announced a range of measures to ease the lockdown, to bring some end to some of the restrictions that have been on us. Of course, things won't go totally back to the way they were. And you will have your own views on whether that is a good thing, as the virus is still in circulation. But do we want to go back to where we were? Surely there are some things that we've gained during this season. For example, the environmental impact, the decrease in pollution. Maybe that's something we don't want to lose. What about the way we've been honouring and thanking our carers, the NHS, key workers, other people that have done essential services? Maybe that's something we want to hang on to and not just go back to where we were before. What about us as a church? Well, we know the government has given advice for churches, and we'll be looking at what that means for us here in South Norwood. But do we want to just go back to where we were before? Is the way we were doing church in February actually the best way? The way God was calling us to do it? In my readings, I've been thinking about the book of Exodus and reading through the book of Exodus. In the book of Exodus, the people of God were in Egypt. Now, they were in a bad situation in slavery, but God led them out, and they ended up in sort of in-between place. Some people might call it a place of liminality in the wilderness. They weren't yet in the promised land, but they left where they were before. Now, I'm not saying where we were before was negative, like being in Egypt. But for the people of God, the people of Israel in the Old Testament, when times got tough, they looked back and said, we want to go back. They had food in Egypt. Things were okay. But actually, it was better for them to go forward into the new thing, the better thing God had in store. And so my question is, should we be going back to the way things were? Or is there something better? Should we be looking forward, even if it's something new, even if we feel like we're in an in-between place that God has in store, something better for our impact in the community, something better for the mission God has called us to, something better for our church, even something better for our own soul? Maybe we need to discern together what that is and what that looks like. And maybe it's not returning back to normal, the way things were. Think of Paul, slightly overused and out of context to quote the scripture, but it's in the book of Philippians, where he's talking about his past life and what's been, and he says, I'm going to forget what's behind, press on. Take hold of that for which Christ has taken hold of me. Maybe we need to look forward to the new day and the new thing, even if it means letting go of some of the things we knew and we cherished before. We're back on this channel for our act of worship on Sunday. Hope you can join us. Take care. God bless. If you're in the UK, enjoy the sunshine.